sure like when people heard that, like a lot of people got like, kind of down about it. They're gonna like the biggest name on the list was the CNE. Then it was the Taste of the Danforth, Caravana, South on St. Clair, and just other like events like that. Obviously, they're gonna be canceled with the way things are going, but just to like see it canceled when before they were like, oh, maybe we could have it. We'll see how it goes, and then the time comes and they're like, no. So yeah, it was kind of a downer to see. What do you guys thoughts on that?
I mean, me personally, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, I saw they made a petition to save the CNE and this and that, but it's just like, we're really close to the finish line. Let's not get too antsy about it and just get there. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I miss it. I want to go back to my life. But it's like...
It's true. People are like that.
It's like maybe it's a good time to, like, sit back and reflect, like, what is my life if I'm so bent out of shape over going to the CNE?
You get a bear.
I mean, it is fun, right? You go for, like, the food and the plants and the rides and whatever, right?
Yeah, exactly. I actually was talking to somebody that said that he basically moved here to go to the CNE because he used to live in the States, and the States has their own version of that, which is, they call it down there, like, the county fair. Like, the county fair, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like
yeah.
Version of the CNE, like, rides and, like, things like that, right? Like, just different little food stands and stuff like that. So, I'm like, so you came here to go to a thing that's only 2 or 3 weeks in the summer when you have that in the States? You know what I'm saying? I know, I was just kind of confused, like, doesn't make sense, but yeah, But no, yeah, it's like, it makes sense that people are, like, can't do these things. It's just a downer, like, when you hear it. And obviously, some of these things, whether or not they're going to be here next summer or from now on, we don't know, right? But the CNE, in particular, I heard that they're not going to be, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do more stuff, So that's the unfortunate part about this pandemic is a lot of things are not going to be back, but there'll be new things, come out from this.
Yeah, I feel like the CNE is such an institution, man. Like, it's not going anywhere. It's just the space that they need to function. That's it. All right? Like, somebody even kind of, like, made a little joke. I saw there was this comment on a post of Save the CNE. They're like, oh, the CNE doesn't need saving. They've been finessing mans from time.
Yeah, exactly.
Since 1995.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, man. Oh, I know, bro. I know this, Victor, this has got to hurt you a little bit, man. Taste of the Danforth. Come on.
Oh, dude. Uber Eats has me covered, man.
Yeah, no, but like just the atmosphere there is just nice, you know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of, like obviously these things will be back, right? But like it's just something you look forward to, in the summer.
Oh goodness, like honestly,
there's another one, right?
Taste of the Danforth is just like, maybe it needs to spread out a little longer or something, man, because it's always just massive crowds.
Yeah, and it's basically all the way what's it called? Broadview, right?
Yeah.
Danforth? All the way to I don't know where. Maybe you would know.
Yeah, usually it's past Pape.
Yeah.
Usually like past Pape, right?
Yeah. Sometimes like to Donlands, but like not too far east.
Yeah. For me, I remember South of St. Clair. I mean, that's like, buddy, I used to go to that every year, and then a couple, just like recently I started missing it, like just on that day that it was, and then just didn't want to go to the crowds and stuff like that. But I remember like ever since I was like ending high school, I used to go to South of St. Clair every year, and every year was different, right? There was a couple times I went with like back in the day with a group of like 10 people in high school. We thought we were cool, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, it was like with me and my brother or me and my cousin. A couple times I brought just some girls to hang out with there, you know what I'm saying? So it was like different times. And then I remember a couple times we went to like, we were at South St. Clair, and then we went to like at that Hungarian house on St. Clair. I'm not sure if you know that, Maurice. but it's like right on St. Clair there. There used to be like a house, like a party after, you know. We went to like a foam party right after the song of St. Clair.
Foam party.
Nice.
Yeah, like a foam, like a bubble foam.
Oh, I know, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, back in the day, they always had like these things going on, right? Like, and that's why it was cool every year to go. And then there was a couple times when I was like kind of hesitant to go because you would hear like some violent things happen there, right? Like someone got like stabbed or you know, or something, right? Hit with a bottle or something, right? But I'm not gonna say nothing. But you know, like that recent years, that tended to happen a lot in the Caravana as well, right?
Yeah, anywhere you go, basically.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it was like there was always good things and bad things to them. Like, you know, the crowds. Like if you like crowds, you're there, you know. But at those crowds with a mix of people, I needed spot them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I saw this article the other day about there was like a group of like 150 people caught partying in like a warehouse or like a building. So basically, running a club, you know, like it was like Huron and Dundas Street West. I'm not sure if you know that area there.
Huron, Ontario, and Dundas?
No, Huron Street and Dundas Street West.
Oh, Huron and Dundas. Okay.
Yeah. Where is that around?
I reckon that's like Dundas West kind of ways. Not too sure, to be honest.
I think it's Mississauga. You're Ontario?
No, Huron. Like Huron.
Oh, Huron.
Yeah. So it's like basically the police were called to like that area for like a fight, and then while they were in the alleyway, they heard like loud music coming from a building. They went in the building, and there was like 150 people in there, like just jamming it out like a club. Yeah, they seized $13,000 worth of alcohol, and 20 people were charged under the Emergency Management and Civil Protection Act. So most people dispersed or whatever, but yeah, so then they gave fines to everyone involved. For me, it's kind of like, okay, you're going to risk yourself going to those things, have fun, and you're going to be indoors, but, you know, is the fine really worth it? You know what I'm saying? Like, no one was wearing masks in there. They were just jamming out, right? So like, I'd rather keep my money, you know, and just, like, party when I can party and not get a fine.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a mix of, like, COVID fatigue, and a lot of people are like, you know, like, I've had enough, right?
Yeah.
And they don't really
like,
care anymore, and they just want to do their thing.
Yeah, like the last party we went to was that New Year's one, remember, guys?
Oh,
yeah, that was the last time.
Yeah.
And that was like, I'm pretty sure that was like 2 years ago now.
That was 2019, yeah, that's right.
It was 2 years ago now. I remember because I had a little 2019 sticker on me. And I know, like I mean, you know, it's funny. Like people wanna go and like have fun and party, but like, I don't want that fine. That fine kind of sucks, you know. And it's like I felt like the organizers. How did you not expect for the police to show up there? Someone's gonna snitch on you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they felt like the area was a little bit like closed off and like people weren't gonna go into the like buildings there, or the police wasn't gonna be around because it's an alleyway. But there's always a chance, you know.
Oh, they forgot about those government snitch lines.
Yeah, and not even just that. Like, people could be tipped off by, like, music just walking by. Whoa, what's that? Hold on, I hear, like, something. Let's go to it. Hi, 911. There's a jam here.
Yeah, it's really risky to have to throw a party like that.
Yeah, because, like,
have a lot of money.
I mean, the people, you know, the people attending, they got a fine. Okay, whatever. I don't know how much that is. But the organizers are the ones that get really screwed. They get a big, they get a big fine, and then it goes like
to 1,000 or something.
10,000.
Yeah, and then obviously
800 per guest.
Yeah,
oh
10,000 for organizers.
He gets really screwed, you know.
Yeah, that's why right now it's like.
Screwed, and he, you know, like obviously they take down his name. He's not gonna be able to do events like that again, and like. And you know, it's all a mess, right? Because then you gotta go and pay that and fight it off in court or something, and everyone that you organized it with is all screwed too. Because they have a record, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty. What do you think about that, Vic?
I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like all these tickets and whatever, people are just gonna go take them to small claims court and clog up the system there. 'Cause
Right?
I feel like a lot of people are under the impression that, oh, you know what? This is a ridiculous claim. I'll take it to court. Oh, cops never show up, so it's going to get thrown out anyway. So it's like, maybe, I don't know, just like slow down and wait, man.
Right? Yeah. There's going to be, so apparently they're going to start announcing, I'm not sure if you guys saw, but they announced what life is going to look like in Toronto after vaccination. Have you guys checked that out? Have you seen anything about that?
Oh, how was that?
So basically, they indicated how they expect life to be when people are vaccinated. So in the spring, they made like a model, right? Like a module or whatever. So it's kind of like cases are high in the spring, which is like we just finished spring, and vaccine coverage is low. In the summer, they expect cases to be low and vaccine coverage to be high for one dose and increasing for a second dose, which is like, that's why they're doing it in phases where they're opening up things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then by the fall, they expect cases to be low, like in summer, but now they expect not just one dose vaccinations to be high, but also two, which would include, colleges, indoor sports, family gatherings, and indoor stuff being brought back to light. So they're projecting it to be by fall that like we have things finally back to like normal or whatever, what we would consider normal. You know what I mean? Those are the projections.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of like basic. They're still we're looking for what they're looking for is 75% people vaccinated with one dose, and right now it's only 20% of people who have gotten the second. So they're trying to get that people who have two doses, that number way higher than it is now, right? For stuff to start opening.
Yeah. That way they can get people just fully vaccinated, get the full 2 in them, and then get those stats up.
Yep. Oh, by the way, Vic, how was that vaccine, man? Never asked you.
Oh, it was all right. It actually was kind of a little better than the last one. Like, my arm didn't hurt as much.
Really?
I was really tired after, but other than that, no other side effects.
Oh, okay. So you got like basically the fatigue.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow. Yeah, because I went to take a nap like.
Vaccine? Sorry?
Oh no, I was saying I just went to take a nap like after work, and ended up being like a 4-hour sleep.
Oh, okay. So you passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you gotten a vaccine, Maurice?
Yeah.
How was that for you?
I wasn't in a lot of pain, but my arm just felt really stiff for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm hoping those are the only side effects that I feel. I've heard some crazy stories about people like just sleeping for a couple of days and
oh my gosh,
and like feeling a lot of joint pain and stuff like that. So I'm hoping none of that stuff happens to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I read a story about some guy. He took it, and like 6 days after, both of his arms were like red, like tomatoes. And he said that they felt like they were like bricks, like he couldn't lift them up.
Oh wow!
So basically, he was like that, and he broke out in hives and stuff like that, and then he started to feel like he was really like hungover, like drunk, and this was 5 days after too. And yeah, so it's like it hits everyone different, right? Like for me, I recently got it too. I got the Moderna one like recently, and the only thing I felt was a sore arm, like in the spot where they put the needle. Like I felt sore in that spot for like a couple days. And whenever I would like put pressure like to lift up things, it would start to hurt more. And then I think a couple days after that, I had a little bit of like I noticed like a lump or like a bump like on my collarbone. And apparently, that's part of the symptoms where like it's showing that your immune system's working, because the lump around your collarbone is showing that it's near your lymph node or whatever, from what I read. So it's like it's a normal reaction. So, but a lot of people got scared. They thought like it means you have cancer or something,
Holy.
Yeah, all you have to do is look it up, and then you'll see that it's not that. And it made sense because it was on the same side where I got the vaccine too.
Recording will pause for a sec.